All right, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to our lovely channel. All right, no recap Friday. We were up about 500, I think 470, 500, somewhere there. Today we're green about 1200 bucks, just shy 1200, and it was a pretty decent day, although we had a hard time capitalizing on the momentum. We had a couple of really solid stocks in PBLA, IVVD, ICCT, and BMRA. So the questions that I'll usually get is, hey, Relentless, how did you know where to buy and where to sell, right? What patterns were you looking at? How were you looking to manage risk as you were trading these stocks? How did you know when to sell, right? So when it comes down to the patterns, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the risk management. But before we do, guys, just remember a quick disclaimer. Remember that the recaps and live streams are never an invitation to copy trade. Remember that trading has a lot of risk. There are pros, there are cons, and just understand that it's best to take it slow. Utilize simulators, utilize risk money, right? Utilize a small amount of cash. And lastly, remember to be careful about the impersonators and scammers, right? There's a lot of people out there pretending to be me. I will never message you first. I will never ask you for personal information or money. Stay safe. Do not get yourself scammed. We have to protect the community as best as we can. So, of course, that's why we do the disclaimer. So, let's talk about the patterns and edges that I trade on a day-to-day basis. So there's so many of them. I think there's about 18 to 17 of them, and I can't remember all of them all off the top of my head. So I'm gonna go over here and pull up the I'm gonna pull up the course website so that you guys can see all the patterns and edges that I trade. So let's come on down, right? Let's come on down. We want chapter 24. So there we go. MMU edges, right? So we have the bull flag, we have the VWAP pullback, we have the W, aka ABCD, we have the 3-bar play, the baby pullback, the cup and handle, the wedge pattern, the bear trap, the opening surge, the 5-minute pullback, and a few more, including halt trades and high of day breakouts. Guys, today we're going to look at a few of these setups, right? Hold on, let me get my zoom. Let's come on back. ICCT. Wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. So today, this one had the opening surge. So the opening surge is where the stock opens up literally from pre-market, 9:30 at the market open. We get the bell, and we start to surge over our key levels, including here on this stock we had 270, right? A bit of a ridge and an area here, 270, 273. And then we had 288, which was the high of the pre-market area. So this was the very first, pattern slash edge that we saw and attempted to trade. Now, I botched this trade. So we're going to pull it up. We're going to talk about where I was looking to buy, where I was looking to sell, and how I was looking to manage risk. Now, despite it being a botched trade, there's a lot that we can learn from looking at this video, right? So let's come back to the open. So the first thing I was looking at here was the high and low. And we had a high of 75 and a low shares to start the day for me, small size. Oh, hold on, let's get the audio. There we go. Yeah, so we had this high, it pushed up to 75, and then it's going to come down to about 68 or so. And right here, right, it's going to eventually start to inch up. It's going to start to inch up, and we're going to get back to 76, and it's going to take off. So the low has been 68. There's 69 for the lows. And right here, you can see I'm kind of flamingling. I don't know if I said that correctly, but I'm looking at the other screen, and I'm not quite as locked in as I should be. and I'm gonna end up missing this thing. So I mentioned that I was kind of like, zoning out even this early into the day. It's kind of crazy. So here's the move. Ay ay ay. Look at where I should be buying, right? So I'm gonna show you guys something in the tape here. So right here, we're starting to see 72. There's a lot of green on the tape, which means people are buying at and above the ask price. And then we jump to 73, and we see more of that at 73. And then we're gonna jump to 74, 75. There's a hint of red in there, but I should have already been putting out my order to buy for the high of 75. And I happen to be a little late right here, and this thing is going to jump to 86. So I was trying to buy 77, 78. Instead, I'm in its 86, which is essentially the pre-market high. And immediately I start to feel a little uncomfortable because I'm in, 7, 8, 9 cents higher. So the stock just ripped up, right? Again, this is the opening surge. So Relentless, you're buying 77 area. What were you looking to say, hey, if this thing comes down, I want to get out? Were you looking at low of day at 65 or well, maybe 68 rather? The answer is no. If I'd gotten in 77, if this thing started to linger and we started to then drop 76, 75, 74, once we get to 74 and it's no longer looking like it's going to give this immediate push, I want to be out. And so that's my risk in a trade like this. So, but because I'm in higher, I'm a little disappointed, and this is interesting because there's a big bid that comes here, and we talk about the importance, the significance of big bids, and big asks, right? So this is also in the classes, right? So we're gonna use the classes as an example, right? So right here, chapter chapter 11, we have big bids and big asks, right? So this is just insane, man, that I'm in high and then we also see a big bid, but in my mind, I'm already processing I'm in so high, I need to get out immediately because I've missed the bulk of what I wanted. If it was more gradual and I'm in 78 and I can sell 87 and then I see this, the thought process is different. So I'm going to cut this trade here. And this is me cutting the trade simply because I'm in too high. In the moment, it's already pushed to 90. So I still get a small winner. But in actuality, with that big bid, I should have been adding to my position or holding my position. And this thing is going to go from 75 all the way to $3. So right there, I increase my size. The bid comes back again at 98. But at this point, I'm thinking again, man, we went from 77 to 98. Maybe right here, instead of going all the way to 305, 310, it might want to come down first. Let's say maybe 85 again, and then maybe it comes up. So I was honestly getting ready for a drop here, a dip, and this thing is going to go all the way. The buyer is so aggressive. This is what we call the whoever's trying to get in, whether it's an individual, an institution, an algorithm, whatever, they're so aggressive to be in the stock that they're moving their order higher, higher, higher on level two, walking the level two higher up on the bids, right? So they went from 82, or rather 80, what was that, 88, 85 area to then 93 or so, and then now 306. And they're trying to get filled. They're gonna get filled right there. Their average maybe $3, my guess. And for me, I've missed the surge in just just like that. This is one of the patterns that I love, and I missed it just like that. I needed to be in at 75 to have the confidence to hold longer and also buy back if I needed to around the 90 area. That's one of the patterns. That's just one of the patterns, and it's the first minute of the day. Despite botching it, I still managed to make 40 bucks in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. So you can see that there's still opportunity. If I'm to capture the trade properly, I'm up a few $100s here. With 1,000 shares, which is what I got long with, every penny is $10 up or down. and we went from 77 up to 308. That's an incredible, incredible move. 75 really. So you can say 25 cents plus another 8 cents right there. You know, about 33 cents or so, right? So 33 cents, 1,000 shares, it's over $300. If I capture 10, 15 cents in a move, I should be up 100 to $150 already. And this is with me using small size. You'll notice that I increased my share size to 3K once I noticed how aggressively this thing moved, because I was getting ready to rock and roll, right? But this one was a battle for me. You know, I was small green. I was small green, then I ended up going red. So I'm up 270. Then I go to being up about 550, and then I have some big losses. So look at this. Take a look at this loss, right? So we talked about, hey, Relentless, how are you looking to manage risk when things are not going in your favor? So we got a good trade here at the lows, I believe. We're, and we're gonna start to gear up. Okay, I guess we can watch the entire thing. So I'm in 305. Hold on. Let's come back. Let's come all the way back. Actually, no, this looks like it was a smaller trade. Nothing too fancy there. So I was in a little aggressively. I sort of stopped out flat. And watch this right here. So this is how quick it happens, right? So I'm watching the stock for a move over 320, which is the high of day breakout. And I want to see the stock get up here close to 20. And if we can hold the area, if we can hold above 310, right? All the candles that we've been having in this range, you can see 309, the current candle 308, the one before about 309, 309, 310. So I'm thinking, hey, if we can get close to 20 and hold above 10, more than likely we can see a push right through 20 if it retests, right? So watch right here. It's gonna get through 9. There's 10, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get in just to see if it does get through 10, right? So I'm in. Can we go? There's 15. All right. I got a great fill here. I'm gonna sell from, I'm in at 8. I'm gonna sell this at 16, 17. Decent quick trade, $170. Not bad. So right here, I'm watching. How well are we gonna hold above 310 and try to push through 320? So I'm waiting. There's a drop. There's some selling. It drops to 12, and it seems like it's holding. It bounces back right there to 15, 16, and right here I'm thinking, the moment I hit buy, I'm already in my mind seeing 30. But that's not how it's gonna go. So Relentless, what is your risk? When you have losing trades, how are you looking to stop out with a tight stop? So again, I'm watching at 10 right here. If this thing does not hold above 10, I want to be out. So I'm in, and in the blink of an eye, I'm in at 1450. In the blink of an eye, and mind you, I went from taking 2,500 shares at this point. So at the very beginning of the day, I had 1,000 because I usually start the day with smaller size, then I increase. I'm in with 2,500 earlier, and this time because I love the area so much, I'm in 4,000 size, which means every penny the stock goes up or down, I'll make or lose $40. I'm in at 1450, but my fill is really at 50. Well, my entire fill is like 15, 16, 316, and the stock is already down at 307 here, and it was just at 305. So I'm gonna take a loss here, and there's 301, 304. It could have easily flushed down to 290, and that's how I end up having a decent day to then very quickly red on the day. So I'm gonna have to take this loss because right now I'm expecting the stock to be at 25.30. Instead, it's done the opposite, which is now a false breakout, and it's back down. Did I have to take this much size? The answer is no, but I felt it to be a high probability area. And what's interesting, guys, is not only did I get caught once, but I got caught twice. I think maybe even 3 times. So let's go back to the other area here. Sometimes it's rough. Oh, yeah, look at that. So I'm also up 500 at this. Guys, and I can sit there and I can easily get frustrated. I can easily get mad and size up more and get angry. But this is the same trade right here. And why, Relentless, why did you take this trade so many times? Because I always take this trade as one. And second, and it's in the classes, it's in the strategy that when we can see the follow through, especially when it's extreme follow through, let's say we go from 10 to 20 to 25, 35, 40, maybe even 50. When that happens, we can go from 500 to up 2K to up 2500 in just a few seconds if it follows through like it should. But in the event it doesn't, and we can stop out as quick as we can and be brutal about it, we'll take a loss, but the loss will pale in comparison to the winning trade on the day where it does go. So right here, I tried the same. This was before I tried the same exact trade. Right, I'm gonna try the same exact trade, and I'm gonna get destroyed. So I'm in there 12. There's 18. I take it off. Right here, I'm getting ready for size. So I'm up 619 now. I'm getting ready for size. I take that area of 10 where we were holding, and maybe this particular trade here might have been too aggressive. But 04, again, it's flushing down on me. And guess what? I lost on it, I think, even at 934. I think right here, I lost on this area as well. Let's see. So we had the bottoming wick. Let's see. How did we play out? Actually, looking back at this area, maybe I was also too aggressive because, whilst we could go, we just came from 290, which is very low. So it means the stock more than likely will be extended and will need a rest, which means there'll probably be some selling. It's like a breath. It's like you're taking in a deep breath and then you exhale. It Okay, there'll be days where you can hold your breath a little longer and you inhale and stock keeps going, but other times, you kind of need that rest and then it goes again. So right here, I'm in at 11, and I think I got caught somewhere here. Let's see. There's 7 by 9. There's 6. Okay, maybe I didn't get caught buying high. I thought I did. Looks like this might have been some smaller losses. Okay, this one was some smaller losses bleeding out. But yeah, how many times am I up $500 on this stock, man, before, like going back to flat? Ended up going all the way red and down to it's just unacceptable. Unacceptable to have this much money pass through the account and then still end down $200. So I was very disappointed. In fact, I thought the day was done. I thought the day was done. So coming into the next stock, right? The first trade I'm gonna take is going to be a pullback entry. Guys, I'm saying this like a joke. These are all the patterns and edges that we teach. This isn't the classes, of course, right? Well, I guess these videos here, some of these videos are in the classes, and this is about 30% of the actual class. There's still a ton of stuff that's actually here included on the course website. But these are some of the videos that I still have in this folder. And when we come to the where are we at? The patterns, right? When we look at these patterns, guys, it is all here. We talk about the VWAP pullback, the 3-bar play, the panic flush, right? So if we bring back the classes, just look at the panic flush, right? Let's come on down, chapter 24, and let's see here. We have again the 3-bar play. We can come on down some more. The baby pullback. Where is that panic flush? Show me that sweet panic flush. Edge number 13, the panic flush. And we can come and sit down with Marcelo and we can see exactly what it is that we look for when it comes down to the panic flush. Hold on, let me get the HD going here. 1080p. And let's skip ahead and let's look at some of the examples that are going to come up here as we go through. So he's utilizing some of the I forgot what this is called. A Yeah, I left school way too long ago to remember this stuff. But anyhow, yeah, when we get to some of the real examples here, uh, it's here, right? We have the red candles coming down, and what we want to pay attention to. The meat is, of course, in listening into everything that he's saying and looking at what his indicators are when going into those trades, right? And similar to the VWAP pullback here. Let's pull it up as well. Right, let's pull up the VWAP pullback. The VWAP pullback. Right? When it comes down to the VWAP pullback, the panic flush, the bottoming wick kind of candles, these are the things that we want to be looking for, right? So we come in here, there's live examples, and even on the live stream to this day, there's live examples, right? So here we go, as we pulled back into the VWAP right here, like it is all here. What are we looking for? Why are we buying where we're buying? And we're also mentioning, if it is to be a losing trade, where we'd be looking to stop out. And so these patterns are the same patterns that we're trading here every day. It's nothing new. What's happening is that as we're going throughout each day, we're gaining more experience and we're becoming more confident, right? And so we can put more risk behind the trade. So ICCT, we ended up finishing red, but if you look over at a stock like IVVD, on the other hand, we managed to make some decent gains here. And you look at the charting, and you'll see that we pushed up to a high of 320. We dropped down for a VWAP pullback at 10 a.m. We dropped down for a VWAP pullback at 10 a.m. and it ripped throughout the move. The baby pullback, the baby pullback, the baby pullback, and then we ended up getting a bit of a 3-bar play in here. And this was an epic frontside move. So if we go back to the video from today, IVVD, again, the VWAP pullback in anticipation of a 3-bar play. And so look at this sweet trade that I'm in down here. I'm in at, I'm coming up, and the only reason I don't have more size is because I'm coming into this stock fresh. I'm now seeing it. And so I look to take the entry down here at the lows of the candlestick, and I'm watching where the tight stop. And hey, can we get back over 305 for the 3-bar play? And look at how instant this one is. Like right up to 305 instantly. And there is my 10 cents. And I could have held this longer because 16 was high of day. So this is how I get introduced to the stock. And I'm like, okay, this plays into another one of our entries that we look for, which is the whole dollar area. And look at what we're doing. We're holding the whole dollar area. There are indicators as to why I'm buying there, right? I'm not going to say that in this video. There are indicators as to why I'm buying. I'm in, and this is essentially the same setup. Can we continue? Can we continue? All of these different reasons, are reasons why I'm in, and I'm keeping my stop tight. We get up there to 11. I take it off, but I'm selling it a little too soon. The moment I sell it, it opens up more over that high, and we get to 17. So right here, I'm like, oh, okay. Let me see if we're going to continue to hold. And if we do, I want to be back in this thing again. And I want to watch for that retested highs. So I'm in a little higher. So I'm watching it here. If we don't hold up this whole dollar level, I'm looking to cut it. I sell it in the spreads right there. I think I felt like I was in a little too high ultimately. Can we hold up $3? So I'm watching here. This is going to play into another one of our... So you guys might wonder why we're so active. This is going to play into another one of our patterns here. It's pulling back. It doesn't quite have a bottoming wick just yet. But if we can hold up this area, this in itself could be another entry for a reclaim of the level of 3. And maybe this does lead back to 310. So I'm in at 3. Well, I'm at 99. There's 07. I'm already up 7 cents. Guys, game is game. I'm giving away too much game here. There's still, of course, more details to the system, but giving away game. And This video, of course, is sponsored by my course. I haven't said that yet. Pushing 25 minutes. I don't know who's still watching. If you're still watching, type infinity down below. It's my key fob right here. Type infinity down below. But yeah, if you're someone who is looking to get involved, continue to watch the channel because I'll continue to do what I'm doing here now, which is not the entire game, but it's some game. It's fair. You get to see me trade live. You can go back and watch the YouTube live stream. Here I am talking about the patterns that I took, how I'm looking to manage risk in the trades. So you can pick up a lot from what I'm doing. So I hope you guys do, enjoy what and appreciate what I'm doing here. So hit that thumbs up if you do. Right, type infinity down below. Other than that, remember, if you are looking to excel yourself through the learning curve, check out the classes. Right, it's there. We have a coupon for 50%, and it's great material. As you guys can see, we literally go through everything. And in terms of what we're looking for, why we're looking, what we're looking for, why we're looking for it, and besides the video format of our like broker, if you scroll up some more, right? If you scroll up some more to chapter 14, and we come to the edge pattern, right? Not the edge pattern, the VWAP pullback pattern, right? This is where it's more so in PowerPoint presentation style. So it doesn't matter how you're learning, we're giving it to you in different ways, right? Let's get that HD to kick in. There we go. So we laid out for you exactly, what it is, what we're looking for. Let's fast forward through this, right? Here are chart examples, right? So we're beating it into your brain as to what it looks like, how to recognize it, how to manage risk. So it's here in different ways, different formats. And as you go through, you want to listen, you want to watch. And, not only do we have everything that we're looking at, I'm going to keep saying this because it's this great. We should have already had 1 million people in the classes. Instead, we have a few. I don't think everybody understands the value. So on a day like today, right, and I'm a little late today. My basement flooded, so I was a little busy. But I'll upload today's recording, right? This video right here. I'll upload the entirety of this recording so that you guys can see exactly where I'm buying, where I'm. So even once you go through the class, even when you go through the classes after the fact, you'll be able to come back and watch these videos every day. Where did Relentless Trader buy? And you can come back and see the trades that I take, and then go back to the actual classes, look at those patterns and edges, and then come back to the live videos and see exactly how I'm executing. This is every single thing I do here. And what's crazy is that this course is $600 per year. That equates to about $51 or something. This is it. This is strategy. That's all I can say. Um, I don't ever push the course this much. Today is just one of those. I'm not even that big green. On my bigger green days, I don't even talk about it. I don't know. Today just felt like a day to do it, so I'm gonna do it. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this recap, and be sure to check out the classes. Coupon code DREAM for 50% off MMU Gold. You guys can utilize coupon code subscriber for MMU Silver. Coupon code subscriber for MMU Silver, which is a crash course. It's free. Coupon code subscriber. And you can also check out Trading with Tim's archives, and that which is also included in gold. But if you really like Tim and you don't really care about Marcelo and myself and our archives, you can just go straight for Tim, right? So Tim has been killing it. Marcelo's been killing it. I've been killing it. So whichever one you choose, right? Silver, of course, is a crash course. It's free, so we're not going to put everything in there. But you have some live videos, you have a few classes, a few chapters, something that at least get your foot wet, because we understand inflation is high, the economy's tough, and there's a lot of people who are struggling. So, it's there for the people, who kind of need a helping hand. At the end of the day, we're for the community. Our the bulk of our income is from trading, and we want to keep it that way, right? Even if the course grows, we want to keep doing our best in the market because there's just so much opportunity. There's people that make 100K a day trading. Why can't we? That's the mindset. So these are things that are included. You guys can check out the website. The link is down below. If you become a gold member, you'll have unlimited full access to our chat room, one-on-one mentorships, our scanners, our weekly Q&As, our ongoing lectures, low latency streaming via Discord, our chat room, and everything else here. All right, guys, stay safe, stay green. Longer recap, but I think a decent one. Catch you guys later. Hit that thumbs up on the way out.